I made it back with tea just in time. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Grab a seat, grab a tea, get extra comfy. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Yuki Boobuki. Princess of all things spooky and ooky. But the only thing scary about me is probably how much I don't know about what the heck we're fixing to do. This is not my first time doing a react stream, but this will be my first time doing like professional fox girl react stream. And for those of you who are new here, I am a nine-tailed ghost, Kitsune Shrine Maiden, everyone's favorite big sister fox. I'm a variety streamer who loves retro games, RPGs, JRPGs, and the spookiest, ookiest of games. And I have good news, bad news, double good news. And I'm gonna Oreo sandwich it all together. But first, let me greet everybody properly. One, thank you for everybody who followed while I was offline. It was a lot of you, so I'm not going to read your names individually. I'm sorry. I know I'm a fake content creator. Hello, YouTube and Twitch. It's nice to see both of you. You look very lovely today. I like what you both did with your hair. It's very nice. Bunny, thank you for doing it first for the favorite person to stream today. Thank you for your daily blessing. Cass, thank you for your daily blessing. Grinny, thank you for your daily blessing. My favorite brother in the whole wide world. Is that the Yuki the Boobuki? I am the bookiest Uki that ever did Bookie Boo. And Bookie Bookie Boo Hi-Oh, or Bookie Bookie Boo Afternoons. Hello cast, hello Purr, you're beautiful. Hi Gwynny. Still scrolling. Hello Cross, hello WD 40k. Hi Dingo. Hi Dio. Hello. You, thank you so much for your daily blessing. Get on over here. Just chatting screen. Hello and welcome. Oh, look how professional I am. I left all the standee stuff. Okay. So, for those of you who are new and probably not seen very many streams, I do yap for about the first 30 minutes of stream. So if you are very excited for Warhammer lore, like now is your time to go to the bathroom, get a snack, make a drink. This is Yuki update time. Also, if you are new, TLDR, I suffered an injury at my place of work and I have to sue them. So this next update is Yuki, what happened at court? So we were at step 1 of court, which is that I go in and I sit in front of a bunch of people in suits and I give my story under oath of this is exactly what happened. And people suck, and the Walmart lawyer was 30 minutes late. 2, it ended up being over a Zoom call, so it's like, why did I have to travel 2 hours to the city for a Zoom call? But okay. 3, apparently nobody knows what was happening about anything because they didn't know why I was there. It's wild. And then 4, my lawyer said I did a very good job. At the end of me being interrogated, because that's what it felt like, they offered me a settlement. They offered $5,000, but after all of the fees and stuff, I would only leave with $3,000, which we all know would not be enough for the possible surgery I need on my foot, nor to investigate if I actually need surgery on my foot. So my options were take the $3,000 and just deal with it, or the lawyer continues to pursue that I receive medical attention at a gamba, which I guess would be kind of, it's bad news if I was a horrible fakey fake liar, but I am not a horrible fakey fake liar. The gamba is, if there's something wrong with my foot, Walmart has to pay for it to be entirely fixed, and any and all medicine and physical therapy I need until I am fully healed. But they will not owe me any other type of compensation. All of the money would go towards doctor and physical therapy, whatever is needed to fix it. If for some reason we go to the doctor and they're like, 1, there's nothing wrong with you, or 2, whatever is wrong with you is not fixable, the case is over, closed, shut the book, it's done. But what about lost wages? My dad said that they were just trying to say this to scare me in case I was faking, but the lawyer's exact words were, I will receive no money if we go the route of them getting me a doctor. Now, he could just be saying that to be like, hey, you know, like, you've made it this far if you were pretending, because a lot of people do fake injuries for like, wave the flag now. But his exact words were, no financial compensation. You get to see the doctor. That was my options. My parents said that they have to give me back lost wages. I don't know. This is just what I was told. And it was just me and my husband Ryan. That was that was my lawyer saying that. My lawyer said that if we went to the doctor deal, which Walmart approved immediately, actually, I'm just waiting on an appointment now. My lawyer said that my financial compensation is getting to see the doctor and them paying for everything. That's my compensation. Which honestly, I've been hurt for almost 6 months now, and I probably do need surgery. That's plenty compensation. Right? Like, if it was going to get better on its own, I think my leg would have gotten better by now. And the surgery is probably going to be like $15,000. So, if I don't have to pay for it and I don't have to go into crippling amount of medical debt, that'd be pretty cool. And like, I'm happy with that. Fix me money, please. Hi, I hope you are doing a bit better. Not at all, but welcome back. If anything, I'm doing worse. Because I haven't seen the doctor in 2 months. I guess the benefit also is, the urgent care that I was seeing is now committing medical fraud, which also works in my favor, as they haven't released any of my medical documents to either lawyer or Walmart. Does it dance? And it's like I was never there. And when they asked me what treatment had been performed, I was like, they told me to ice and walk on it. And they're like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Smile. Ice and walk on it. So my medical documents have disappeared. They're nowhere to be found. Nobody knows where they are. What? Yeah, any documents from that urgent care of me visiting them, like the 700 billion times I visited them, because I saw them from December to March, nothing. They have not released any medical anything to the lawyers or to Walmart's workers' comp. So they have all magically faded away into, yeah, average American health system. Yeah. Well, the problem is, Granny, is because, yeah, the documents went to the warp. So the problem is that doctor knows that she was not giving me proper medical care, and I know that she recorded every session, and there was a couple of sessions where she fought with me and my dad, because my dad attended these appointments with me because I am a squishy baby and I can't do anything on my own. And so I think she deleted everything out of embarrassment, because then she would have to release the records of her telling me that she was treating me differently because I was on workers' comp and she was not treating me like a patient, which she did say on record. So I think she got rid of it on purpose. Also, hello, JR. Because she actually said, I have to treat you different because you're a workers' comp case. Charged a lot to Walmart? Absolutely. Absolutely. I bet you they did. I promise you. But, okay, that one's not on me. That's got nothing to do with me. The good news, so the bad news is there will be no financial compensation, ? I don't care about that. The good news is that I'm currently being set up with an actual real foot doctor. I forget the word. And because I am the one that started suing, I get to choose the doctor. And the lawyer sat down and he was like, here's all the options. I actually know these people because all he does is workers' comp stuff. And he was like, I recommend this lady to you. She's the best doctor in the whole wide world. So I feel a lot more podiatrist. I feel a lot more confident that someone who knows what they're doing is actually going to look at my foot. And he also selected the place for the MRI, which will make me feel better that it wasn't like the MRI that I got sent to wasn't at the hospital. It was like an urgent care equivalent of an MRI place. Like, I think it was that Walmart cheaped out, because I think my dad said it was only like $100 to get an MRI there. You know, so like, I'm not really sure that they did the best job that they could either. I got sent to the discount Walmart pre-purchased MRI thing. And most importantly, the lawyer booked everything for my foot, which is the problem. Not my ankle, not my leg. He booked everything for my foot. I am being heard. Waves hands in the air wildly. Someone is listening. So I will let you guys know whenever the date is for that. Izuki Fox, hello, Hime. Gasp. So yeah, stop to the gaslight gatekeep girl bossing. Hime, thank you for your daily blessing. Good news number 2. Exclamation point standee in the chat. We're almost 50%. I am doing great. I am doing lovely. I had, even though Fox parents are very sicky icky, I did have a pretty decent day. I took care of everybody. I ate really good before stream. My back hurts really bad. Unsure why. Warhammer videos are doing great. Very proud. I think I'm gonna hit 5k subs by my birthday. Very proud. At the rate that we're going, I hope that we pay off the standee. Very proud. I have a birthday surprise for you guys I can't tell you about. Yes. Well, okay. Actually, here's what's messed up. So it takes 2 hours to drive to the city. I was okay on the way up. But then I think we spent 2.5 hours at the lawyer's office, and sitting in one spot in the wheelchair hurt my leg. And then, because we got out at prime time traffic, it took us almost 3.5 hours to get home. And that's just straight car time. And that was the worst. That honestly was probably the roughest trip of my entire life as a poor disabled fox. And I was trying to be a trooper, and he's not here, but Ryan, I'm sorry I was whining so bad. Like, at the end, I would have given anything to just lay on the ground. Should have threw me in the back of the truck bed. I'll just lay out. It was miserable. It was miserable. But thank you for your daily blessing. Thank you everybody for your daily blessing. Welcome. But I have good news. I will not set a hard date on it because I don't want everybody to get too excited. But I am planning, I'm scheming, real Fox Girl comeback era. I have some, like, I did the emotes. Guys, YouTube memberships and Twitch, you have new emotes. You have new updated fresh Yuki emotes. Actually, wait, I'll give you my favorite one. Where is she? I know you're in here. Yuki Gun! Look at how menacing she is. That's because I'm cool as heck. Now, I didn't update all the emotes because I'm using something called Emote Lab, and I got someone to make me a custom skin for it. So, all the emotes that are still there, they obviously didn't have, like, that option for. But I recreated as many of my emotes as I possibly could. And then I added some, like, fun ones that are different because I think there's some emotes you guys probably didn't use as much. So maybe you'll like the new ones. But yeah, I have a small goal now in my head of what I want to do before I will come back fully. Which, one of them was finish the emotes. I just need to add them to the Discord. The next one is to get kind of caught up on my video flow, and make healthy post schedule, which I did actually kind of make a schedule I'm very happy with, and I think is working. And then, yeah, smile. I just want to get caught up in videos. And when I come back, I'm gonna be selfish. So Monday will be Minecraft Mondays. I'll be off Sunday and Tuesday. Wednesday will be Warframe or Warhammer themed. Thursday will be Throwback Thursday. Does a dance. Friday will be Final Fantasy Fridays, and then Saturday will be our React Today, where I force you guys to watch videos about things I'm interested in, whether you want to or not. What happened to me?
76 pledged to the shrine for 4 months.
There's so many different numbers. Chill. Thank you for pledging with a tier 1 sub for 6 months, 3 months, and 4 months. Whichever one of those is correct, thank you. Enjoy your new emotes. Enjoy your new emotes. But yeah, that's my plans, and I think that we will probably play Resident Evil when I come back. But I also want to play Fatal Frame. Wait, can I ask you guys something? And I look at you with big baby eyes. They're the biggest baby eyes in the world. Have you guys seen Pragmata? I pre-ordered it because I wanted to stream it, but then I had a mental breakdown and now we're here. Have you guys seen it? Are you guys like a little bit interested in it? I want to stream it so bad. But also, if you guys don't want to see it, I'll just like play it. But like, can I tell you guys something I've never told you before? And it might come as a surprise to some of you. Or all of you. Or maybe none of you. It looks so good, I'm super interested. I want to be a mom so bad. I want to be a mom so bad. And then they apparently, like, I've been trying not to watch too many spoilers, but apparently, you know, the guy is very dad. He's very dad to Diana. And it's gonna kill me. I just want a baby. So, like, I'm probably gonna gush a lot, but it'll be so cute. I'm gonna see her do all the cute baby things. I saw a video of her sliding down the slide and it made me happy. Aw, thank you. Honestly, the only thing that's kind of stopping us right now is money. Babies are kind of expensive. Hello, welcome in. Babies are kind of expensive. It's kind of a big money issue. But yeah, babies in this economy, yeah, that's what the husband says. He's like, not in this economy, and I'm like, I just have to keep Diana. I'll have to keep Diana. Alright. It has been... Okay, wait. I think I did all the updates. Bye, Standee! Court went good. Yuki see doctor. Yuki still poor. Will sadly not get $1 million out of Walmart. This is so sad. New emote. Very cool. I can't remember if I said anything else, but that was all the important stuff. I'm gonna turn the fan on.
Me?
Lima, hello.
Golf Foxtrot Lima joined the shrine.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn the fan on and then we're gonna watch videos. Thank you everyone for the lurk. Whatever you do, don't have that's my dream. I want cute little twin girls. Yeah, we got videos at home. Hang on, wait, I'll hit the fan and then we'll do the proper. Besides, if you have twins, then that means that you can have 2 babies and only have to be pregnant once. So you just be like, yep, 2 kids, done. Yeah, but then that means I won't have to be pregnant twice. That would be the, I mean, can you guys imagine how, like, you guys probably think I'm whiny now. Wait till I'm carrying a baby and like everything hurts. And your back hurts 50 times worse. And you get sick all the time. I'm gonna be like, guys, I can't gamer. I just can't reach the keyboard. Anywho's papoozy woozies. Welcome on in every nyan. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Yuki Boobuki, princess of all things spooky and ooky. But the only thing scary about me is how little I know about Warhammer. And today we are watching a video about the one, the only, the Emperor by Astartes Anonymous, called The Emperor, a Man Who Became a God. Which actually is a story I'm very excited for, because that is from the expansion, from the factions video and the timeline video. It is very crazy how they were just like, yeah, he's a dude. Boom. Now he's a cult. That's a VTuber, right? I don't know. I've never heard of this guy before. I just asked for video suggestions, and this is what I got from my friends. Thank you. I hope my foot gets better too. Hopefully we'll see the doctor soon. Okay, so come here with me. Yeah, he is. Okay, he's a VTuber. He's a very cool... Actually, very funny. I might just do the command. Very funny. I didn't move. Why didn't I move? Put me in the corner. Okay, thank you. Alright. When I was being a VTuber, I, of course, my husband to do all the stuff that I do. And Ryan wants to become a Warhammer, like, mech VTuber. Like, if he had a choice, like, he would become, like, full mechanical. I forced him to be a catboy. Do you guys know how hard it is to find people that are like, yeah, I'm cool with drawing mech? It's, like, impossible. And then if they are, it is, like, $2,000 to $5,000. Impossible. He loves Adeptus Mechanicus. That is his favorite deal. Also, not that that person would be here, but to the guy who left a very mean comment on my video that made me confirm with YouTube 3 times before I could see it, that was very uncalled for. Just because my husband said I had a big heart and that I would be a very kind salamander does not mean any of that other junk you said. Jiminy Christmas. YouTube super flagged that one. Salamanders are just nice. I cannot repeat what was said because it is words that should not be in a very poor, sweet, innocent fox girl's vocabulary. I mean, it was bad enough that it even sent Grinny and, you know, yeah. People are gross. But yeah, welcome on into the video. I'm a fox girl with no knowledge of Warhammer. Let's watch. Well, let's hope that the volume is good.
If you could not be stopped, to know whatever you put your mind to, that it could be achieved. Now imagine what you would do if you had all the time in the world. What would this unstoppable version of you do with no time constraints? Take this thought experiment one step further. What would you be capable of if you were convinced that you were right, or indeed could not ever possibly be wrong?
It definitely wasn't gatekeepy, it was just
before
gross.
the pen was first used in ancient Egypt, before even the writing system of cuneiform was first used to etch thought into clay, there was a conspiracy.
Is
this
that
was
better?
Nothing so pedestrian as a hostile business takeover, an assassination attempt on a head of state, or even world domination. No, this was a conspiracy to save the entire human race for all time. During this ancient age, men and women possessed of fierce psychic power walked the earth. These shamans were guided by the rhythms of the warp, and in turn guided their respective peoples. Despite their wisdom, will, and miraculous power, the warp was becoming increasingly difficult to tap into as the years dragged on. Though the shamans could freely reincarnate upon death, their souls going into the warp and then returning to inhabit new bodies after a short time, this ability was slowly leaving them as well. After hundreds of years of debate and deliberation, the decision was made to pool their souls into one being. A luminous, titanically powerful human with a combined knowledge and power.
Okay, wait, so I missed a little bit because I was distracted by Rune saying that the video was too quiet. Did they say that they took a bunch of shamans and crushed them into juice, and then they made that juice into this thing? Because that's what I heard in the midst of all that. Anyway, I'll just bring it back. We'll start over. What if it just didn't happen?
What would you do if you could not be stopped? To know whatever you put your mind to, that it could be achieved. Now imagine what you would do if you had all the time in the world. What would this unstoppable version of you do with no time?
Alright, that's a question for chat. You have unlimited power and unlimited time. What do you do? Go, chat, go.
Constraints. Take this thought experiment one step further. What would you be capable of if you were convinced that you were right, or indeed could not ever possibly be wrong? Before
I
you
can't
had
ever be wrong.
Printing press, before the pen was first used in ancient Egypt.
Well, little does this guy know, actually, I am literally never wrong, because I'm a fox girl, and fox girls cannot physically be wrong. I only speak hot bars, facts, and I do not eat hot chip and lye. IDK vibe hard. No, I love that. Get through all my book and video game backlogs. You know what? Real. I would too. chill. Jeez, maybe we need to chill. I'd finally read all the books in my to read pile. Yeah. Get all the knowledge so that I can make cat girls and mechs.
Even the writing system
Well, there you
of
go.
cuneiform
Hi, Miss
was
Prob.
first used to etch
Welcome on in.
thought into clay. There was a conspiracy. This was nothing so pedestrian as a hostile business takeover, an assassination attempt on a head of state, or even world domination. No,
World
this was a conspiracy
domination.
to save the entire human race for all time. During this ancient age, men and women possessed of fierce psychic power walked the earth. These shamans were guided by the rhythms of the warp, and in turn guided their respective peoples. Despite their wisdom, will, and miraculous power, the warp was becoming increasingly difficult to tap into as the years dragged on. Though the shamans could freely reincarnate upon death, their souls going into the warp and then returning to inhabit new bodies after a short time, this
Wait. Original psychers? He did say shamans and he didn't say psychers, and it is a little scary that he said that they come back and take over other people's bodies. But I do see a lot of people saying that they want to paint all their 4K minis. Actually, I feel you on the finish writing my novel instead of giving up after a few pages. You're so cool. Wait. Gonna settle down. Wait, with water cast. A towel wife? I've heard mixed things about the towel, whether people like them or not. Chill, you're fine. Just like, it was funny to see that Grinny was like, IDK, I just vibe hard. And then you went, bring the end. Like, yeah, yeah. The tower, interesting. I've heard very many mixed things. I'm very excited to get there. Because aren't they the elves? Technically, quote unquote. Please don't kill me. I'll do an asterisk. All things said by the fox are from an uneducated, unknowledged fox. She does not know. I do not intentionally mean to say bad things about Warhammer. I'm just trying to learn. Taking over someone's body and more like being reborn as a baby again. Oh, okay. The elves are, the Eldar. Tau are space communists. Are aliens in Gundam suits. And Dark Eldar are just dark elves. Oh, okay. Yeah. But space communism. I love space
ability was
communism.
slowly leaving them as well. After hundreds of years of debate and deliberation, the decision was made to pool their souls into one being. A luminous, titanically powerful human with the combined knowledge and power of the most potent psychers on the planet. To do this, however, they would all have to die. Only a simultaneous release of all of their souls would ensure their coalescence in the warp. As one,
I have words
they
I
drank
can't
deep
say
of a
because they would
poisonous
definitely
brew, and
be
as one,
against
they
to
died.
us.
A year passed, and a baby boy was born on the plains of ancient Anatolia, what we would come to know as modern-day Turkey. His parents were normal humans, but gradually the knowledge and experience of all of his past lives began to return to him. On a day like any other, tragedy struck the boy's small family. His father, the man that held him as a babe, had
Wait. So is he gonna tell me that the Emperor is this super shaman psyker, that all of the magical people put all their souls into this one man's body and that's why he's super cool? Is that where we're going with this story? That all those people that committed mass self-game over all just picked this man and now he's the Emperor of mankind?
helped teach him his first words, and had been the example of what it meant to be a man, a leader and protector, was found
Pretty much, yeah.
slain. It was clear that it could have only been murder, but the killer was nowhere to be found. The boy, being the culmination of the most gifted psychic beings on the planet, glimpsed the echoes that the murder had left on the Imperium, and knew who had taken his father from him. Much like how a forensic scientist can deduce how a murder was committed by observing a crime scene, the boy saw what had happened. For what we do in our world casts a reflection upon the warp. The boy's uncle, the murderer of his father, would pay for his actions.
His own
The
uncle?
confrontation was simple and direct, so brief that it was unclear whether there was even time for a confession. With a look and a thought, the boy became judge, jury, and executioner, performing what was quite possibly the first psychic execution in human history. The boy stopped his uncle's heart, leaving him to fall to the ground, dead. The man had taken the life of another, and must pay with his own as recompense. In that moment, the boy resolved that he would lead humanity to become more than just beasts acting on
This is not what the Emperor looks like, but I feel like when people talk about the Emperor in more current, probably Warframe setting, this is how they envision it. Because I'm pretty sure not very many people know that he's like a bag of dust or something. Like, when they're like, oh yeah, the Emperor sits upon the throne, like, this is how they see it. They're like, oh yeah, the Emperor, he's so dreamy.
Instincts. Under his rule, humans would walk the stars. The boy grew into a man and began a great conspiracy of his own. Taking all manner of faces and roles, the man
Hey, now
nudged
that's Heresy.
humanity
Oh, I'm
in the
sorry.
direction it should go,
Don't
all
call the
according to his
Inquisitors.
designs. Sometimes a diplomat, sometimes a conqueror, and sometimes a wise elder. The man began hoarding knowledge, meeting other powerful
There are
beings
many
like himself,
origin
and
stories of the Emperor
consolidating
here
his
debated
interests in
both
preparation
IRL
for the
and in
next
the universe
phase
of
his
what's
plan.
real. This is just most likely the story.
Thousands
This
of
is the
years
story of how it
passed,
started.
And
Correct.
at the height of the 30th millennium,
This is the
he
beginning
struck
of the
out to
Emperor's
take over
story.
Earth, now known as Terra. However, no mere man could ever hope to unite the entire human race under one banner. No, the man would need a new title.
You guys didn't see it because it's behind me, but I like that the dude, his VTuber model is obviously a form of space marine, I think, and he was just sitting there holding like a regular cup of coffee, and it was very funny because he's all like teched out, and he just has like one of those white cups with the brown thingy. I don't know what those thingies are, but honestly, Granny, when making these videos and reacting, do you know how many people are commenting that like I speak a lot of heresy? And that's why I'm like, asterisks. I'm not trying to, um, I'm not trying to, but I'm gonna say a lot of heretical things against probably everybody. Saying the Tau Empire is communist, a classist, and a stateless system is a definitely take considering the Empire with a strict class. Yeah. Well, the Empire is like, if you don't believe in the Emperor, you could die. And then they made a giant cult, which is actually, I am so excited for the second Warhammer bolt gun. And I talk about this where I want to be a battle sister or sister of battle, however you say it. Yeah, innocence proves nothing. I want to be a battle sister or sister of battle, however you say it appropriately, and I want to drop a church on somebody while blasting gospel music. Okay, that's so funny to me. They're like, we know how to deal with heretics. Drops an entire church upon you. Like, that's funny. It's also, hi Clover, thank you for being a member. Like, that's so funny to me. Call me a blasphemer then, because the Emperor is false? I'm gonna have to call an Inquisitor. Oh, I can introduce you to the genre of church step. Please do. Please do. Oh my gosh. But that's my favorite. I like, they're so holy, right? They carry Bibles, they dress like nuns, they drop churches on people, they blaspheme. It's great. Don't worry about the 40k community made like 4 to 5 memes and they're reused all the time. When it's not calling the Inquisition, it is saying the coda. Wait, is that supporting that action? Yeah, get churched, heretic.
To take charge of his new Imperium, he would need to be an emperor. Wherever he went, his armies carved the
Brian
bloody
saw
path
the
through
comment.
land, leaving absolutely no trace of resistance.
Yes, we could listen
However,
to it
the
on
militaries
stream. I
of the
totally
Terran
would
nations
play
were
it
not
after
the
this
only
video.
victims of the Emperor's unifying wrath. The aspiring dictator also employed a policy of prosecuting the complete eradication.
Also, I would like to say, I also think it's crazy that like the first faction of like human, I guess, was like regular dudes in tanks, and that's who we send out first. Like, do we have that many disposable people that you could be like, I send out a whole pack of regular dudes with regular guns? Well, they were laser guns, but you know, like normal guns and tanks, right? And then I like the idea they're like, we don't care if you're standing in front of the tank, like you like if you personally don't move, like you're gonna get hit by the tank. Someone also commented like when they call out the Space Marines, like they don't care about the regular people either, and they will just like walk on you. right? Like, if you don't get out of the way, like, you just get boogie stomped. Some of y'all leave some very interesting comments on my deal. I like reading them. I do. Y'all know, like, a lot of little tidbits of things, but, like, I can't imagine them be like, oh, the Space Marines are here to help, and then, like, you just get squished. That's just a lot. That's a lot of things. That's a lot of things.
Of religious faith from the face of the planet. To the Emperor, religion was simply a means to divide mankind against itself, and was a tired holdover for man's days in the dark. He would bring about an age of rationalistic enlightenment and progress. The churches and temples of all faiths were razed to the ground wherever the Emperor walked, and those who would not renounce their beliefs were made martyrs and then forgotten. It was also during this time that the Emperor welcomed 𝎟ᓝ🎟, the Sigillite, into his court, a terrifyingly powerful psyker in his own right, and wise beyond all measure. 𝎟ᓝ🎟 would come to be the Emperor's closest advisor, and as some would come to believe, his one.
Wait. That depends on what chapter. Yes, I heard that there was some chapters meaner than others, which is why I was clarifying the salamander thing earlier when someone made their very out-of-pocket comment that my family, being my husband and my brother, are like, Yuki is very kind. She be a salamander. Because I have a big heart. Apparently salamanders are really nice. A human population of 40k is unimaginably large, so I've been told. Thank you so much for following. Welcome on in. The Empire controls over 1 million worlds, and every one of them give people to the Imperial Guard. Yeah. I imagine so. I'll scroll back for you, Runes. Some Space Marines do like to help, like, the mentors usually only send one Marine to the war front and reorganize the military and give... Oh, wait, that's nice. Art of Yuki wearing... Yeah! Whenever I could find someone who would be willing to draw that, because, as I mentioned earlier, it's really hard to get people to be cool about drawing armor-ish. Someone said Kadia stands in the comments of the YouTube video, and I didn't know what that meant.
Into his court, a terrifyingly powerful psyker in his own right, and 𝎟ᓝ🎟, the Sigillite, martyrs and then forgotten. It was also during this time that the Emperor welcomed 𝎟ᓝ🎟, the Sigillite, into his court, a terrifyingly powerful psyker in his own right, and wise beyond all measure. 𝎟ᓝ🎟 would come to be the Emperor's closest advisor, and as some would come to believe, his one truest friend. In the twilight of the Unification Wars, as the campaign came to be known, the Emperor walked into the very last church on Terra. Disguised as a normal man, he met with the parishioner, a man named 𝎟᎟🎟, and the two debated...
Wait, so I'm from Cadia because, I am, that's right, you guessed it, a Giga Chad. Examples are the salamanders wanting to save everyone, the ultramarines value your life as much as you can shoot, and then there are the marines malevolent, that's the word, they have the biggest friendly fire stat. Well, it was in the deal, was it the Grey Knights, the Grey Marines? I think they are called Grey Knights. The demon hunting ones that specialize in demon hunting, where they're like, if you were in the proximity of where the demon perished, you also have gotten some kind of funky demon disease, and you just have to die too. Turn on the video captions. Yes, only because you're deaf. Only because you're deaf. Or Space Canadians. Wait, that's funny. You're welcome. But not... Oh, yeah, Space Marines... Well, okay. I guess... Wait, are they called chapters? Is that the group word? Like, Space Marines isn't the group word. I think, like, they are actually called chapters. Like, they each have their own deal. I think someone said that earlier. And I skipped past... Like, Space Marines is a chapter. Ultramarines is a chapter. You know, Grey Knights are a chapter. That kind of thing. When you group them together.
discussed at length
Poor
the
runes.
merits and shortcomings of religion. At the close of their discussion, the Emperor revealed his true self to the priest, as seen in the last church.
You are the Emperor.
Yeah.
I am, and it is time to go, Uriah.
Go where? There is nowhere else for me in this godless world of yours.
Of course there is. Embrace the new way and be part of something incredible.
Gently, Uriah took Revelation's hand, feeling a warmth flow through him. Pains that had plagued him for decades vanishing as he did so. The Emperor guided him out of the church.
I will miss this place.
In time, I will build an Imperium of such grandeur and magnificence that this will seem like a pauper's hovel.
Rain soaked them instantly. Hundreds of brutal giants stood in ordered ranks before the church. A group stepped forward with flame lances raised. Tears streamed down his face along with the rain as torrents of flame erupted from the warriors' weapons and licked over the roof and walls of the church.
How can you do this?
Wait, pause real quick. Are they gonna cover his 20 children in this? Or at least their names or whatever. Imagine if everyone in the Canadian guard is a Doom guy. Too angry to die. That's crazy. Grey Knights also do some civ kill. Ooh. Welcome! Wait, you came at a great time. I paused the video to yap. Hello. Welcome on in. What were you doing? What were you streaming? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Goose. 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 Wait, Tales of Symphonia. No, wait, that's so cute. I love that game. I'm dancing. We interrupt your video to boogie. Thank you guys for the raid. Welcome. Hello. Welcome in. Wait, welcome in YouTube raid and welcome in Twitch raid. Welcome. How are you all doing? Hello. Yeah, your model is super cute. I hope you had a lot of fun. If you need to raid and dash, please take care of yourself. We are watching Warhammer videos today. Thank you. Also, that goes the same. If anybody needs to raid and dash, please take care of yourselves. Health is important. Welcome on in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Yuki Boobuki, princess of all things spooky and ooky, but the only thing scary about me is how many questions I'm going to ask in a 30-minute video, and the fact that I could probably turn this 30-minute video into a 3-hour stream. Smile. Grab a seat, grab a tea, get comfy. I'm a 9-tailed ghost, Kitsune, Shrine Maiden, everyone's favorite big sister fox. I am a variety streamer who loves retro games, RPGs, JRPGs, and spooky ooky games, and I'm new to Warhammer. Thank you. Make sure you drink water. Make sure you guys eat. Take care of yourselves. Thank you. I'm gonna have to cut it up into super parts, but that's okay. But God bless you guys. Thank you for being here. I send many good fox prayers and many good vibes. Thank you all so much. I love each and every single one of you. Make sure you take good care of yourselves. But yeah. In post, I know it was still an hour long, but guys, it took me forever to edit out all of my, because, I would pause the video, and then sometimes there's, lag between my brain and the words coming out of my mouth. So, I spent 2 days, cutting up that video, so I can't imagine how it's gonna be for the stream one, because I yap a lot. There's a lot of alerts. There's a lot of, stuff. This one's gonna be scuffed. Just be prepared for when I post this as a video, separately. It's gonna be scuffed. That's what you all should prepare for. But thank you guys. Thank both of you so much for the raids. And thank you so much. We are gonna jump back into the video. I was asking about the Emperor and his descendants. His test tube babies. As he kicks this old guy out.
You say you stand for reason and the advancement of understanding, but here you are, destroying a repository of knowledge.
Some things are best left forgotten.
I hope you have foreseen the consequences of a world bereft of religion.
It is my dream, an Imperium of man that exists without recourse to gods and the supernatural, a united galaxy with terror at its heart.
A united galaxy?
Indeed, now that unity has been achieved on Terra, it is time to reclaim humanity's lost empire among the stars.
With you at its head, I presume.
Of course.
You are a madman, and you are arrogant if you believe you can subjugate the stars with warriors such as these. They are powerful, to be sure.
I guess in irony, what he just said was, thank you so much for following. We'll go to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. My humble self. Hello, him. What he said was that he destroyed the knowledge thing because he didn't want any religion, and then he gets turned into a giant religion. So I wonder if he's just sitting up there like, I hate you guys.
Even they are not capable of such a thing.
I will not conquer the galaxy with these men, for they are but men. These are the precursors to the warriors I am forging in my gene labs. Warriors with the strength and power and vision to bestride the battlefields of the stars and bring them to compliance. These warriors shall be my generals, and they will lead my great crusade to the furthest corners of the galaxy.
Didn't you just tell me of the bloody slaughters perpetrated by crusaders? Doesn't that make you no better than the holy men you were telling me about?
The difference is I know
the Emperor's just a nerd.
Uriah did not survive his...
That was a very me comment. He's like, the old man, you're doing the same thing. But the difference is that I'm him. Therefore, I'm right. I am H-I-M. The Emperor. I am correct. Cannot be wrong. That was probably like the brattiest sentence I've ever heard in life. He's a nerd and he's street tier. Someone is gonna attack you, smoke detector. You come in here while we're watching a video about the Emperor. Someone in here is gonna beat you up.
Meeting with the Emperor, preferring death to apostasy, and the ashes of the last church were scattered to the wind. With terror firmly under his thumb, the new master of mankind set into motion the second phase of his plan. With the creation of the Primarchs, beings made from his own perfect genetic material and portions of his psychic might, and the unveiling of the Legiones Astartes to replace the defective Thunder Warriors, galactic domination and the restoration of the human race's galactic empire. All was going according to plan. But the ruinous powers of chaos had plans of their own, taking a hold of the capsules that bore the infant Primarchs and cast them out amongst the stars, each landing on a different planet to face their own challenges and be tempted by the dark gods. This could not stand. The Emperor would not allow his sons to be taken from him, and with righteous indignation he made his counter. Like ants pouring out of a disturbed nest, humanity spread out amongst the stars. With their Emperor at the fore, the Great Crusade rolled across the galaxy, uniting the lost worlds of humanity as well as the lost Primarchs. Known mostly for his ruthless nature when it came to war and conquest, these were
Wait, so he had 20 sons? Like, he was like, I better not have, like, a girl, or I will rage out. Maybe if he had one daughter, none of this would happen. I'm just kidding. Runes, I know they were test tube babies, but they said they were made from his gene seed. Okay, that came from somewhere. 18 sons. Okay, I know that 2 of them were scratched out, but they still existed. They were still there. I don't know what they did that was that bad. And the amount of people that commented Alfarius on my YouTube comments was crazy.
Unions with his sons, for the most part, were times where the Emperor was able to show his more compassionate side, as seen in Echoes of Eternity during his meeting with his son, Sanguinius.
I am the Emperor, and I am your father.
I see the light of many souls in your eyes. I've seen shades of this meeting many times. In my dreams.
You are uneasy. That is natural, my son. I have come not only to liberate you from exile, but to ease your heart and mind with all you need to know. Ask the question I sense lying upon your tongue.
What am I?
You are my ninth
I don't know
general,
what that is, smoke
and you
detector.
are a component of the great work, and you were stolen by the enemy, and you may have been changed by them.
And you are the death of faith.
How do you know of such things?
I have dreamed of this day.
Faith is a weapon that humanity cannot be trusted to wield.
My people revere me as their god. That brings them peace. No doubt to you we are nothing but roaches in this poison desert, but I am their servant. I am mercy when my people need it most, and I am death to their enemies.
I will. I'm sorry, Max. I realized it after I said it, but hello. Fun fact, Malkador, the Emperor's best friend, did want to make them girls, but the Emperor said no. That's because the Emperor is sexist. Now the Emperor has lost my vote. Now I will speak heresy intentionally. Alright? If he's going to be a national woman hater, I will become a national Emperor hater. And I will not be stopped. And I will dog on him and clown on him at every step of the way.
That does not make you a god, my son.
I never said I was a god. I said my people believe in me, and that gives them peace.
Sanguinius stared into his
It's
father's
over.
eyes.
My people are to be left alone. Whatever pacts you and I swear this day, my inviolate condition is this. No ship will enter Baal's heavens without my mandate, and no interference will be permitted without my permission. We have carved out the solace of peace here. Together. You will not threaten it, father.
You fear the endangerment of what you have achieved here.
No, I speak of loyalty and love. You speak of achievement.
Am I wrong?
I fear for the lives of my people, who deserve only peace, a peace we have fought so hard for. Behind your words, I hear the triumph of cultures that see you as their savior, but I also hear the razing of cities and the burning of worlds. Am I wrong?
The Emperor said nothing. After a time, Sanguinius then asked what no other Primarch had given voice to. Even Angron, upon his discovery, would act without asking the questions Sanguinius now asked.
What if I refuse?
You will not refuse. Here you've saved tens of thousands of lives. With me, you will save billions of lives on millions of worlds. That is not something you can turn your back on.
I want your oath.
But you
that
didn't answer my
swear
question.
On whatever oaths hold value to you, that you will leave my home in peace.
The Emperor hesitated. Sanguinius saw calculation in his father's eyes.
You have my promise.
Then let us speak of the future, father.
That's a
Crowning
smart
his
man.
son, Horus Lupercal, as war.
No, Sanguinius is a smart man. He was like, all those other sons I went and fetcheth that didn't even care, didn't even blink twice. He actually cared about those people and wanted them to be safe. I admired that. That is pretty Pog champion. He could have just been like, yeah, whatever, flatten it. But that's really, see, that was the hope I was looking for. When people were like, there's no hope in, where that's hope. That man had hope. He has love in his heart. He's got happiness and peace. He wants good for his peoples. That's a nice story. Well, asterisks for now.
Master, and granting him control of all
'Cause
Imperial military forces and assets. The Emperor began work on the
Sanguinius
third
was a
phase
peak
of his
primary.
master plan to safeguard humanity from chaos for
The
all
end.
time. The human webway
I
project.
want to say
Until this
from the
point-
other video, I know when Horus does something funky, someone gets hurt, but I can't remember who. But I think it's Sanguinius, so I think in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Humanity had relied on warp travel for
Just crush
interstellar
my hopes and
journeys,
dreams.
fought with danger,
Warhammer
a
is
fleet of
crush
void
my
craft
hopes and
to
dreams.
expect to lose several ships to the rolling tides of the warp. Demonic incursions,
Good
Gellerfield
memory.
failure,
I try.
temporal anomalies, and other hazards were standard fare for warp traversal. If the Emperor could succeed in this endeavor, humanity could forego the need for warp travel altogether, being able to rely on their own, much safer webway. With this alternative means of travel secured, not only would
Yeah,
humanity
I
be
thought
safe
that's
from the
what- but
influence
then
of the
again-
Chaos Gods, but be completely severed from the warp for all time. thus slowly starving the dark gods
What
of
are
their source of
those?
power. In addition, the webway provided much more efficient means of travel, and would allow humanity to be anywhere they wished in the galaxy at a moment's notice. Unbeknownst to the master of mankind, the Chaos Gods would not let go of their favourite source of sustenance so easily. Foiled in their plans to scatter the Primarchs, they instead focused on turning the leaders of humanity against each other.
It baffles me how well they did making everybody look so like different and unique. Why does this one look like a vampire? When they change their minds. They're actively writing books, right? Like they actually make Warhammer books. I wouldn't know where to start, but I would want to put them in my pocket. Runes don't lol at me. I have a type, okay? I'm very simple.
Horus 𝎟ᓝ📼, the new war
Handsome
master, was
vampires.
the target of their affections.
Some
And with his
Primarchs were already
corruption to
doing
their
what the Emperor
side,
believed
they claimed
in, so
fully
they didn't need
half
much
of the remaining
convincing.
Primarchs.
Like
But not
Dolaman
before
or
Magnus the Red,
𝎟ᓝ��.
Primarch of the Thousand Suns, through titanic psychic effort, sent a message to his father on Terra. He could not have known that he had just
Wait, I'm
doomed the
sorry. You said Twink Betrayer. I'm gonna assume you mean that he was one of... Because didn't 8 of them leave and then 8 of them stayed? Was he one that dipped? That'd be crazy. Sips team. That thing is ugly. If you want a 40k book, I can recommend some. Yeah.
project that would have been humanity's ultimate salvation. With the psychic wards keeping a portal to the webway guarded, now shattered by Magnus's
Flanesh worshipper.
actions,
Just
the
like
Emperor
you,
took over
Granny.
damage control as his first priority, seating himself upon the golden throne of terror, a magnificent piece of archaeotech. He held the gates to the webway shut while his custodian guard, the enigmatic Sisters of Silence, elements of the Mechanicum of Mars,
I like the
three
Sisters of
mighty
Silence,
titans
too. I
of
think that's so
Legio
cool.
Ignatum, and most, if not all, of an entire house of Imperial Knights, prosecuted a secret war against the forces of chaos within the webway
Salamanders.
itself. During
I like
this time, the
salamanders.
Emperor
They're
sat
nice.
incapacitated and unable to interfere in this galactic civil war. Horus and his forces were quickly approaching the throne world. There was now no time for grandstanding as a benevolent leader or a visionary ruler. Now was the time for hard decisions and pragmatic strategy, in an attempt
now.
to form a plan that would bring
Am
the
I
Imperium
wrong?
victory in these bleak days. His most trusted friend and advisor, Malkador the Sigillite, communed with the Emperor, as seen when the board is set.
Whenever I watched the other one, which if you guys haven't seen it, I reacted to Bricky's very first Factions Explained video. The Sisters of Silence are so hyped. The Sisters of Silence are so heckin' hype. The Sisters of Battle and the Sisters of Silence, they're fire. And yes, he did complain that they don't have that many models. And I thought maybe that would have changed over a few years, but I guess it hasn't. I also think that the Inquisitors are really cool, except for I don't like the fact that they got, like, unlimited power. They shouldn't be able to just make
What would you
that many
give
decisions.
for me?
My life,
You have already given that.
my death, if you wish to be pedantic.
What of your soul?
You say that no such thing exists.
We are short on time. Allow me a little metaphysical shorthand. What is your soul worth to you?
I still do not
Thank you for your
understand
daily
the question.
blessing, and I can't
cannot
believe we only
play
have
like
2.
Horus. I do not have his mind, his motivations.
Then I will
Motivations.
assist you.
The Emperor reached into the
Links for
game
this
box, and
video?
his fingers reappeared holding a new piece.
You're asking for the hardest thing in the world! I'm just kidding. Wrong video. I picked out 2 videos for today, but we probably won't get to it.
It was shaped like a jester of the most ancient days, complete with gormless expression.
But now,
This is you, Malkador.
Paul, I'm
The
currently reading
fool.
Fall of
I have
Canada
used you
at
for
the beginning of more
millennia
modern.
to suit
Ooh.
my own purposes, and before the end, I will.
I'm not gonna lie, Granny, I was thinking it. Like, he's very heckin' handsome. Like, no wonder why people were like, yeah, okay, I'll just follow you. Whatever. I'll just follow you. Like, duh, he's handsome. Nobody questioned it. They were just gonna follow him. They were probably gonna follow him anyways. He didn't even have to say anything. I know the Emperor... Well, the Emperor is more than 20 psychers put together. The Emperor is like a bagillion psychers put together. But, like, look at his jawline. Look at those cheekbones. He's pretty handsome. He's mogging all the time.
Discard you without a second thought.
I know what you are doing. You think to make me angry, like Horus.
You only exist to further my ambitions. A callus on the toe of history and nothing more. You are just an invisible, nondescript foundation stone.
Oh, you're saying he stole his handsomeness. Well, he did a very good job.
Glory. I have lied to you from the very first moment, and all that you believe of me, of the universe.
Grinny. It doesn't help that he's a 14-foot tall, perfectly handsome, buff man in golden armor with a flaming sword. No wonder why they think he's a god. And he's got the, I mean, look at this crown and tell me this isn't, like, that's a very, like, I'm a holy person leaf crown. What are we watching? We are watching Emperor, a man who became a god. Warhammer 40k lore. Yeah, he wanted to end religion and ended up becoming the biggest religion of 40k. It is very ironic and very crazy. Aww, babies. I wonder how often he thinks about the Roman Empire. Wait, I have a question, because I am a woman. Thank you so much, Cold Gamer, for whatever that may be. I'm a lady. How often do guys actually think about the Roman Empire? Because for me, it's like never. Is that just a meme, or do you guys just like stop and be like, man, the Roman Empire was like really cool? Like, is that actually at least twice a week? Why? Cool, that's not it. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. I'm a history nerd. Nerd! On occasion, that's because... Nerd! I'm just kidding. I think of it as the rotting cesspit. Depends on who you ask. If we're talking about incels who have Roman Empire fetish, they think about it all the time. Also, thank you for your daily blessing. Hello, welcome on in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wait. Yes, the Emperor is definitely... No, he's not a god. But after meeting with the Adeptus Mechanicus... Yeah, that we're watching right now. Yes, the God Emperor, and then... So, I think in the Bricky video, I must have got it mixed up, because Bricky made it sound like that the Adeptus Mechanicus worshipped something else, not that the Adeptus Mechanicus thought that the Emperor was the Omnissiah or part of the Omnissiah. And after I talked to Ryan, he was like, they think both, or they think he's, you know, this thing. Yeah. I thought, and that is the craziest arc, that in Adeptus Mechanicus, they believe he's the messenger. Oh, okay. Adeptus Mechanicus are like, we want our gun to work, so like we pray to the gun, and then the gun, he will work. That's crazy. I cannot imagine being like, hey, before you go to battle, oh, dear gun, please work. Please work, or I will perish. Someone in the Discord, by the way, also hello Dip, how are you? Someone in the Discord, by the way, apparently there is a mod where you could overlay the word skibbity on every single block texture. The Roman stuff is a meme, but guys do think about military stuff and idolize it a bit more than women probably. Almost definitely. They believe in the machine gun and the Emperor is a messenger. And yeah, every machine they have to bless and pray to the Imperial Guard. Oh, okay. There's also part of Mechanicus that don't believe in the... Oh, okay. The Emperor is the Mechanicus equivalent of Jesus. physical manifestation of a machine god's will. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Alright, so Fox Mom says that she would like 12 cheese crackers. So I will be right back while I go cut some cheese and put it on crackers. They became dark Mechanicus after the Heresy. Wait, that's crazy. So God bless you guys. I love you guys. Short tea time break if you need to go potty, get a drink, get a snack. I'm gonna get Fox Mom some crackers. And it probably won't take me too long. So I will be back. Beep, 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 beep. I think about the Roman Empire, but that's because I'm anti-Roman Empire. What does that even mean? Hello everybody, thank you for being here, thank you for pushing all of the buttons, thank you for your blessings, thank you for Peace, love, happiness, all the good stuff. Fox Mom has been fed for her delicious cheese and quackers. No Heresy. Also, thank you for everybody that is members. Thank you for everybody that is subs. Also, hello, Ender. Hello, welcome. In the Discord, by the way, I am taking suggestions for Warhammer videos and for just React videos in general. I can't promise I will watch them all, and I definitely, won't tell you guys we're gonna watch 50 videos this stream, because I am the queen of taking things and making them super duper long, but I highly recommend that if you guys have videos that you want me to watch, put them in the Discord, and I will either watch them live on stream, or I'll watch them and post them as a YouTube video. But I am slowly working through it. But yeah, I'm gonna end up taking this 30-minute video, and I'm gonna make a 3-hour long video, because I do this thing, it's called Yap. Hi Sal, thank you for your daily blessing. But time to be traumatized more by the Emperor doing Emperor
And
stuff.
mankind's part in it is fiction. I have manipulated you, abused you, and I will toss you away without a single shred of care. One of my legionaries has more consideration for a bolt that he fires than I do for you, Malkador.
Malkador swallowed hard, reminding himself that the Emperor was trying to elicit an emotional response. Yet when he looked into the Master of Mankind's eyes, he saw only implacable, unflinching truth.
I see that you are starting to understand. My sons were taken from me, whispered to during transit to set dark thoughts in their minds, temptations, lies, propaganda. Tell me, Malkador the Sigillite, how many times have you resisted the efforts of our enemy's lures?
The Regent did not answer, for the Dark Gods have never attempted to sway him.
You thought yourself too loyal, your faith in me unshakable. They did not try to recruit you because you have nothing to offer them.
Wait,
I
that's
have
mean.
created much for you in your name. There would be no Imperium without my efforts.
In my
That's
name,
horrible.
you are a master of tax collectors and clerks. No
Tax
Imperium without
collectors?
you. No Malkador without the Imperium, you mean. What justification would there be to keep you around without your countless army of bureaucrats to sustain you? Even my remembrancers, poets and picked takers, contributed more to the Great Crusade than you did.
Malkador felt
Didn't he say that he made all the stuff? What do you mean? Remember that talk earlier we had about the Emperor being hot? Another reason why everybody followed him is because he's a massive jerk, and for some reason people like hot people that are massive jerks. And he's a massive jerk face.
tear rolled down his cheek, his whole body quivering with
He
shame. Malkador looked up
cried!
with a silent pleading and was rewarded with a contemptuous sigh.
Some call you my left hand. It is true. That is all you have ever been, an extension of my will. I twitch a thought, and you act. I care nothing for the hopes and fears of my little finger, and less still for you. Do not stare at me like some...
I care not about the hopes and dreams of my little finger, and even less about you. That might actually be the meanest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. That might actually be the meanest thing I've heard in my entire existence. That is actually insane. That's pretty bad. The hey is that, never mind. Okay, all that stuff I was saying about him sitting on the throne and us trying to fix it so he could live his life, I take it back. I hope he stays there and I hope he rots. I hope he stays there forever and I hope he never gets to have a life again. And I hope he enjoys being a bag of dirt. Yeah, and that's supposedly his best friend. I hope he stays there and I hope he remains a bag of dirt for all eternity. I hope that he never gets to have fun again. Ever. I hope he just sits in that chair. For all time. That's mean as heck. That's his best friend. I care not for the hopes and dreams of my little finger, and even less about you. Yeah, don't ever cross me. Oh, that's just some boy banter. Honestly, though, that's true. Boys are super mean to each other, and I just sit there and I'm like, what do you guys mean? But they be like, I hope you die in a fire, and that your mom never comes back with dinner. And they'd be like, oh yeah, well, you know, you got a big head and you're sweet small. And they just sit there and then they'd be like, okay, I love you, bro. See you tomorrow. Like, it was just fine. Like, boy banter is crazy. Because, like, if someone said that to me, I'll cry.
Docile ruminant, you said you fear failing me, but the truth is that you know you already have. You cannot even bring yourself to hate me when I need you to.
The Emperor tossed the playing piece aside. It shattered against the wall.
I hate you. That makes you feel better, Emperor-san. He's like, you can't even accept you failed me when you already have something crazy. What is that conversation?
Akador looked at the splintered pieces of the fool. Betrayal slid a hot knife in his chest. Its fire spread, inflaming his anger, and one thought burned hotter than any other.
I have never harbored ambition or sought glory. You seek to wound a pride that does not exist, but you think it does. And that is your shame, not mine.
Wait, that's true. The Emperor. Why don't you hate me? I hate you because you don't hate me. Like, that's some pick me, like, logic. I just wish that you would hate me. How come you don't hate me? Gosh, I really wish that you hated me.
Pride that will undo us all, not mine.
As the 5th year of his interment came to a close, the master of mankind felt a chill run down his spine. Something awful had just manifested in the webway. Something so arcane and dangerous that all the forces fighting the secret war in the ancient tunnels would be slain. It could be none other than the ancient demon known as Drachnian, the end of empires. The Emperor needed to intervene to save the loyalists who had held on for so long, but to get up off the throne would be to condemn Terra to death by an overwhelming demonic incursion, ordering 1,000 psychics to be sacrificed to the Golden Throne to sate its never-ending thirst for psychic power for a single day. The Emperor rose to his feet and stepped through the webway gate. None now lived that remember the last time the Emperor fought alongside his golden host. None, but the demons that he left alive in the webway. The forces of chaos arrived in the skies above Terra as Rogel Dawn, Primarch of the Imperium.
Wait. So that one said, thank you for your daily blessing. They said they gave him 1,000 psychers so that he could get up for one day. But I thought they fed him 1,000 psychers every day. And yeah, even if you go JK after saying all of that, it's absolutely over. I'm never talking to you again. I'm doing good, Brandon. How are you doing? Well, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better.
Finished the final preparations for Terra's defense. The Emperor, now again confined to the Golden Throne, held back the demonic armies in the webway by sheer force of will and his psychic might. During this time, he was also projecting what was possibly the strongest psychic barrier ever seen around the Imperial Palace. So great was this projected bulwark.
Oh, he got fed 1,000 bonus psychers to stand up. Okay.
Unbeknownst to the Loyalist forces, Rabute Gilliman and his Ultramarines were a mere 9 hours away from reinforcing them. moving to crush the traitor forces from all
Ultra
sides.
Marines.
Horus Lupercal, in an effort to expedite the siege, lowered the shields on his flagship, the Vengeful Spirit. Seeing this gesture as a trap, but one that mankind could not afford to ignore, the Emperor reluctantly told his friend Malkador that he must take the throne and keep the webway sealed, so that the Emperor might defeat Horus once and for all. Though there was no hope of him surviving the horrifying power
I started
of
to
the
hear that your
Golden
count
Throne,
got compromised.
Malkador willingly accepted this burden. Stricken with grief at the imminent loss of his lifetime friend, the Emperor bequeathed one final accolade to the Sigillite.
The hero. The greatest sacrifice of our age. Our Sigillite is no more. Regard him now as you fulfill his bequests, only as a hero.
What's a bequest?
Your duties are not finished, and neither are his. What we do now, all of us, we do because he has made it possible. Remember him. Remember that.
He said duty.
Malkador, the Sigillite, is no more. Henceforth, he shall always and only ever be Malkador, the hero.
As the
Have a good rest. Have a good rest. Thank you for the lurk. Okay. So, in the previous conversation, he was like, you suck. I ain't never liked you. I hate you. I think that you're worthless and you're a failure. And then when the dude dies, he was like, that was the greatest man to ever live. What happened? Yeah, remember him always as why were you mean to him? Why you treat him bad? See, I told you boy banter. That's the meanest boy banter I've ever heard in my entire life. And I only hang out with dudes. Okay, to be fair though, Gritty and Ryan don't really talk to each other like that. Honestly, I feel like Gritty and Ryan are in a relationship and I'm the third wheel, but that's aside the point. Okay, in those thousands of years, did he ever say sorry? I bet you not. Heck yeah, I ship it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. My relationship is a communist communist relationship, and it's for all of us.
The Emperor and his chosen few, Dawn, Sanguinius, Constantine Valdor, and other members of his custodian guard, teleported to the corrupted flagship of Horus. Some
There's a lot.
trick
I
the
know
ruinous
there probably
palace saw
is.
them
Yeah,
all
sorry.
arrive on different
Sorry.
parts of the ship,
Sorry.
dividing their small force further and leaving them all the
No
more
apologies.
vulnerable to attack. Horus, being empowered by each of the Dark Pantheon in equal
I have a
measure, did
question. Why does Horus look like that? Yeah, we're comrades. Why does Horus look? What happened to him? Why is he got tubulars? Is that why he's mean and hateful and did a rebellion? Is it because he's not like, yeah, why he look like that? Is it because he's not handsome like all the other boys? Chaos? Chaos makes you ugly then. It's because he's bald. He was like, listen, all my other brothers got all these nice weaves. And he's like, I'm bald as heck. So, get this man a nose trimmer. Ew, brother, ew. Listen, if someone told me the reason why he rebelled and he took all the ugly people with him, I'd believe it. He got stabbed with a chaos knife and got mega cursed with chaos. So it's not because he's ugly. Because I would believe it. If someone told me it was because Sanguinius, or whatever his name was, is unbelievably handsome, and this man was like, I can't stand it. It's time for me to rebel. Like, I'd be like, alright. It happens. Chat's like, okay, Yuki, stop. Drink some water. Go lay down somewhere. Watch the video. Okay, watch the video. I'm sorry.
all he could to keep the Emperor at bay while he dueled his angelic brother, Sanguinius. There was no beating this monster in his current condition. All those years upon the Golden Throne had sapped him of much of his past vitality. He needed power. Vast, insurmountable power. And he
What the
knew
fuck,
just
dude?
as
Wait, all the bald Primarchs went chaos? It was because of their hair! I'm telling you. They were sitting there and they were like, man, look at my dad. He's got nice hair. Look at my 8 other brothers. They got nice hair. What about me? What about you? That's how he convinced them to rise up. He like, listen here, homies. We all bald. Why is that? What does the fox say? The fox says, ring ding 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 ding, ring ding 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 ding, ring ding 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 ding. What the fox say? I said, hello, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for your bootins. I'm I should message Cam and see, and I will do like a video of like, this is how Fox perceives Warhammer lore. Everybody rioted because they was ugly. I don't remember the details of the knife he was stabbed with was cursed with chaos energy that made it easier for them to corrupt him. I have not made it that far. I'm not gonna lie, I need someone much more smarter than I to make like a, this is a Yuki React playlist of things in a somewhat order. Though I think learning about the Emperor and then watching like Horus Heresy or whatever feels kind of right. I'm just doing what feels like the vibes. Like, I've learned about all the human factions. Yeah, I'll get flashcards. Yeah! And he was loyal, and Magnus had went to chaos. Well, is one of those the Viking dude? Because the Viking dude looked evil as heck anyways. So that's just why. Also, something, if he was a redhead, gingers don't have souls. And I'm allowed to say that. Is this a joke? That is a joke. But yeah, I need flashcards, and I need like a Warhammer guide. Though, I think Warhammer is kind of like, you can kind of jump. Speaking of Warhammer, guess what my brother and my husband are doing? Are you guys gonna play Space Marines 2? I just saw Ryan get on. Are you guys gonna play Space Marines 2? I'll get you a full timeline for Primarchs. It should teach you about. Oh, yay! Yes. I saw you guys are gonna play Warhammer and then watch me talk about Warhammer. And they were roommates. Oh my gosh, they were roommates. Well, okay, actually, question for, I guess, much wiser Warhammer people. Did any of the brothers actually get along and they're like, yeah, man, homies? Or like, are they all like middle finger to each other like, we don't like you guys? Because I never played a Warhammer game. Okay, there's a tabletop game. There are books. There is apparently animated shorts. There is a lot of lore story. There's a lot of games. So there's a lot of lore. I think there's also an MMO. Everyone loves Sanguinius. They were homies, some of them. Oh, cool. Some of them got along. That's nice. And then chaos happened. Everyone loves Sanguinius, and that's why they kicked him out. They voted him off the island. Became best bros after the lion stabbed him in the chest. Yeah, I imagine not all of them got along. Because, I mean, you got 20 kids and 2 of them are written out of history. Alright, so obviously something bad happened there. And then you have the rebellion where it literally gets divided in half. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of like, blah. Yeah, Warhammer does have a lot of stories, lore, over 30 years, books, games, in addition. Some of the Primarchs were best friends, some were neutral, and others wanted to kill each other. I could see that, because there is some groups that are a lot more violent than other groups, correct? So I could see them being, like, massive haterades. You know what I mean? But you stink. But but I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Where to get it. Bearing
Hello,
his
welcome.
fiery soul to the warp. The boy who had been created by
I
the
am.
deaths of thousands. The man who had conquered a world. And the emperor who had united a species. Drank deep of the Imperium's power. On a scale
that's
never
cute.
before seen by any being to ever live. Clad in a lightless sphere of pure
Who
power.
is that? Who is that? Who is that? A wooga wooga bark. Bark. Hello, welcome in, new friend. We're watching Warhammer lore, and I do think that's cute that Guilliman and Korax canonically played RTS games together. They were called simulators in lore, but come on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Hello, madame. Who might you be? A wooga, bark, bark, bark. The Emperor just be pulling people left and right. It ain't even fair. He a big, massive jerk face, and he just be pulling
The
people.
ascended emperor swept away all who stood before him, be they mortal, corrupted, demon, or otherwise. None could hope to survive, much less fight
𝑟da,
this
mother
living
of the
avatar
Primarchs, I
psychic
think.
might. But a man, even one as mighty as the emperor,
Huh?
cannot drink from the poisonous well of the warp without losing himself. Much like Horus before him, and many a chaos champion after, the emperor was changing. So bright and massive was his soul, and so black was the power he had accepted into himself that he was on the verge
Is
of
that,
ascending.
the Slanesh lady? I got jump scared in one of Bricky's videos because he had a picture of her up there, and she had, like, the picture that he picked or whatever, she had a Shweenus, and I wasn't ready. It was in the first lore video I watched. What is this? Welcome in to people who joined the Discord.
To
I wasn't
godhood.
ready.
The advent of the Dark King,
I was
the
jump
fifth
scared.
Chaos God, was on the horizon, and all that was needed was time. Nothing could stop this now. No demon, no Primarch, no god. Nothing but a man. It was
But a
perhaps a twist
man!
of fate that saw the incubating deity come across the one being in all of creation that could
It's
bring
fan
him
art for the
back
most
from the
part,
brink.
as
the one
all
man that had
things
believed
are.
in him and in doing what was right. Consequences
I'm not
be
sure,
damned.
but I feel like a lot of the images of the Emperor probably are also, like, fan arty, right? I'm not sure how many, like, official design books there are.
Alanius person, having been born a perpetual, and perhaps being
A
the only
perpetual.
perpetual older than the Emperor himself, person had interacted with the Master of
Like, that looks
mankind
like fan
many
art.
times. The two had gone on many an adventure, and Alanius
That
had
looks
served
very-
as the first war master
that looks
in
very
Terra's
cool.
ancient history. It was this man who stood before a nascent dark god, and reasoned with it to throw away this new power, as seen in The End and the Death of Volume 2.
Just because you could annihilate me with a blink doesn't make you correct. It never did. It just makes you strong.
You are inflexible and rigid in your outlook. Did they think that would make you the
Stop. Emperor's son, come on. You're rigid. Like, no, you're just wrong. You're just wrong all the time. Everything you're doing is wrong, and you're just mean and grumpy. Like, eat a Snickers and go sit down, old man, before he puts you in the home. Just 'cause that dude is right. Just because you're good at killing a lot of people does not mean you can I don't even know.
best spokesman?
One of they was Malkador. He was the only wisdom you ever trusted outside of your own. Doesn't
Pulse
that
Emperor
tell you
cannot be wrong.
something?
Malkador's involvement does not give me pause.
Really? He's taking your throne to allow you to do this. Don't you wonder why he would build redundancies and alternate options into so stark an imperative?
By which you mean?
By which I mean he feared that this could go wrong, and that even the best chances could fail. So he put effort into making sure there were other chances, however small, even long shots, still in play. And he was right.
Okay, I am the Salulu to your Delulu. I believe that there can be hope found in my 40k universe. Also, I did see you said Slanesh is any gender you want them to be, which is why they're the Prince of Pleasure and She Who First at the same time. But she's a filthy heretic! I am not a heretic. Okay? Listen, I want to be a battle sister and I want to drop churches on people. But also, like, he's a man that hates women, so it is conflict in my soul, but, like, I'd still drop a church on somebody. Alright? But he is a resident woman hater. Yeah, everybody's gangster till the church comes for you. Okay? If anything, the Emperor is a heretic.
By which you mean
It has gone wrong!
not true.
It has gone wrong. Surely you can see
That's
that.
heresy.
You are becoming the
It's not
Dark
heresy
King
because I'm always
incarnate.
right.
This is Vastation Olanius, the harrowing of chaos. I must stop Horus Lupercal before he obliterates our species. Nothing is more important than that.
You are becoming a god, born from the warp. And that is the last thing you ever wanted to be.
Such
Wait, that's
levels of
crazy.
power are essential to overcome what has been unleashed.
I understand what's at stake, and I'm absolutely certain that's why you've done what you've done. You've strengthened yourself to defeat your son. But somewhere in the course of that, you've crossed a line.
Yeah.
A line you drew in the first place.
Yeah.
You're becoming the very thing you abhor.
I have no intention of diminishing my power.
You're a man. The most remarkable man that's ever existed, but still just a man.
But
Every
still
step
just
you've
a
taken
massive
has been
jerk.
based on rationality. But you retained your humanity, even when it would have been easy to let it go. You retained your emotions, because you knew they were vital. That man is still inside you somewhere.
I must be strong to fight my son.
Yes, you must, but not strong like this.
You talk
So he's saying that he gives up his humanity to fight Horus? Is that the son that they're talking about specifically? Or, like, is he saying that his kid is stronger than him? I don't think that he loses this, I mean, he might lose himself as a person, but I don't think he actually physically loses the fight. And honestly, at this point, Dio, I don't know if we want to heal the Emperor, because the Emperor is, well, what I would call very nicely a stick in the mud. AKA a big meanie face.
as though you possess great wisdom and insight, but you do not.
You're right, I don't. None of us foresaw this possibility. Not Erda, not Eldrad, or even the Sigillite.
The Emperor
If
did
you
nothing.
continue
Emperor did a
on this
lot.
path, it doesn't matter whether Horus triumphs or you prevail. The warp will become a churn.
I will not stand for this slander in the chat. That other guy didn't do anything but get bullied, okay? That other guy didn't do anything but get bullied and get dogged on real hard for no reason out of left field. Because he's a huge nerd. You sound like some weird high school bully that puts people in lockers. It's just a massive tsundere. I love him now that he's dead. It's too late to confess my real feelings. If only I had done so sooner. Ah. Those lockers do be scary. Magnus deserved it because he's a big nerd. Like, no. The Emperor is mean. So they think he's cruel. The Emperor will be cruel. Okay. The only bad thing is, okay. Aside from the people who are like in, like this dude right here, who are kind of like in the circle, okay, right? There's a circle of people who know the Emperor is falling down this rabbit hole. People towards the bottom, like the Inquisitors and the Space Marines and whoever else hunts down quote unquote heretics and, you know, the Battle Sisters that drop churches on people, they keep the image good because they kill anybody that says otherwise. Anybody that says otherwise gets executed. So everybody has to think that the Emperor is literally the great. Otherwise, you're a heretic speaking heresy, and your punishment is death, is die. So This was before the whole Emperor. Well, okay, no. But, well, I mean, we're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, we've only got like 5 minutes left of this video, and then we will be there.
Frenzy for millions of years. The material realm will be overcome and mankind wiped out.
Horus must be stopped.
Horus, yes, but the warp can't be defeated. The opposition of materia and immateria is eternal. Stop Horus, yes, but I'm begging you. Find another way to do it.
Chaos must be thwarted. I cannot do it without this power, 𝑓🟇🟩.
Yet you must. You must give it up. Think with the wisdom of a god, then act with the courage of a man. If you don't, you will have become what you abhor.
𝎟𝑟𝑟᎟𝑟 walked forward to join them. He removed his helm, staring unflinchingly at the mirrored blackness. He kneeled before it and bowed his head.
I am but a vessel of your strength. Like all of these men, I have come a long way to stand with you and fight the threat of Horus. On my journey,
Off-topic question. Don't these little pins in their foreheads mean something? These little pins.
It's madness. Showed me things men should never have seen.
If I renounce the power, all is lost. If we fight as men, we will lose.
Then let us lose. It is better to fight demons as men than to become them.
Sometimes we must renounce the things that are dearest to us. If we don't have the strength to adapt, then we have no strength at all. I have kept faith in a higher power. If that higher power proves wanting, then my faith is forlorn. I would rather recant it.
Alanius lifted the charm his wife left him to his lips and kissed it.
If faith permits the existence of gods like this, then there should be no gods at all.
He breaks the thin chain and hurls the charm away. Then, there is silence for a moment. A hand reaches out from the blackness and places itself on Alanius' right shoulder.
You were ever the most stubborn and principled of those who came to me, Alanius.
You see the truth, then?
I see the danger.
You see the future?
I do not, for there is none. You are rightly afraid of all things in this cosmos, Alanius, including me. But you have never been afraid of the truth. Let this be ended. Death be damned.
Death and damnation indeed. Now shorn of the
Wait,
power
so what
of
does
the
that
Dark
mean?
King, the Emperor of Mankind marched onto the bridge of the Vengeful Spirit to confront
What's that
his
even
prodigal son with the desecrated corpse
Wait,
of
so did
Sanguin.
he do it or did he not? I mean, his picture turned back to normal. Does that mean he didn't commit to whatever he was trying to commit to and he actually listened to that guy? He uncommitted? He did not commit. Huh. That's surprising.
Laying nearby. The duel between the father and the son he had made was so titanic that the very foundations
didn't
of
think he was
reality
gonna listen.
shook. This battle of apocalyptic proportions took place not just on the bridge of the spirit, but across time and space. From duels with blade and mace to even a game of cards, the Emperor fought for the very soul of every human in the galaxy. Every technique, every trick, every lie, every truth he had at his disposal was utilized, and no expense was spared. In the end, however, it was not enough. Horus had been baptized in the fires and poison of the warp so completely that no blow could keep him down for long. In a final gambit, the Emperor projected an illusion into his son's mind. Before the War Master's eyes stood his own wayward son, 𝎟𝑟𝑟᎟𝑟. In a single moment of lucid grief, Horus abandoned the gifts of the Dark Pantheon and realized all he had done, begging his father to kill him. Horus accepted the Emperor's mercy, his soul being annihilated in the process. Having cut the head off the snake and having broken the siege of terror, the grievously wounded Emperor collapsed, never to rise again. The Emperor of Mankind was no more, and the Imperium he had built slowly began its 10,000-year death. But a small glimmer of hope has presented itself, with the opening of the Cicatrix Maledictum in M42, and by
That's
becoming
weird.
the object of worship for all of humanity, the Emperor stirs once again. Miracles have begun to occur on battlefields all across the galaxy, and 2 of his loyalist Primarch sons have returned to walk the stars. The recently resurrected Primarch, 𝑓🟇🟩 Guilliman, has even conversed with his father. though after 10,000 years he can barely be certain that what he spoke with was truly his father, as seen in Godblight.
Father, I have returned. What must I do? Help me, Father. Help me save them.
My son, 13, Lord of 𝎟ᓝ📟, Savior, hope, failure, disappointment, liar, thief, betrayer, Gilliman.
Father, please. Father!
A son, not a son, a thing, a name, not a name, not a name, a number, a tool, a product.
Please, Father!
Okay, I do think that he thinks that those kids were just tools, all 20 of them or whatever the heck. Definitely wasn't like, oh yeah, my babies. No, those were for war.
Not a father, a thing, apotheosis, revelation, victory, defeat, choose.
Thanks so much for following. Welcome on in. Hi, Pharaoh. How are you?
Shrine Tilda.
Gilliman, my last loyal son, my pride, my greatest triumph, my last hope, my last tool.
The tool.
The master of mankind will not go quietly into the night, not while he can still protect humanity as the shamans created him to do all those millennia ago. Were his body to ever be restored to its former glory, one can be certain that no servant of chaos could ever stand against him, as he is far more psychically potent today than he ever was when he walked amongst men. His tale is one of ambition, arrogance, fatherhood, manipulation, hope, and stagnation. He has lived every life that most men could hope to live, and battled with forces beyond human comprehension. He guides humanity from atop his throne of gold, and sees further than any eyes ever see. Even in his decimated state, he persists by force of sheer will alone. He must win, and keep winning for as long as he can cling to the last shreds of his life. For he knows what will happen should he lose. Only time will tell whether the spark of the man that defied them will wax into the flame of victory, or be snuffed out forever.
Huh. That is it. That was the whole video. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. There's a lot of stuff that happened there. I will not lie. That was kind of a trip with, grim, well, it is called the Grimdark. Grim and dark and horrible. Hello, Tommy. Grim and dark and horrible and terrible. And I can't even believe. Miss Prob did send me a sing song. She wanted me to play on stream, so we will do that. But during this conversation, the Emperor said that hope was lost and its only duty to humanity remains. Gilliman told him that he would fight for hope even if the Emperor believes that it is dead. The thing this guy didn't mention is that the Big E took compassion part of himself out of his soul. So he didn't ooh. I mean, when it came down to, you know, offing your own kid, I could see it, right? Also, I forgot to talk about this at the beginning of stream, but I hope you guys are ready for me to play, Neverness to Everness. Not next week, but the week after. And I did kind of want to watch a trailer for that, too. Have you not seen that? What? Neverness to Everness? It is anime Grand Theft Auto, where the gacha is not important, and they posted their pull rates, actually, and, like, every banner is almost, like, super guaranteed. But it is an open world anime Grand Theft Auto where you play as a police officer and you can go around the town and stop crimes. And they're doing a collab with Persona 5 for music. They're doing a collab with Porsche so you can have beautiful cars. And they were doing a collab with something else. But it was an open world anime Grand Theft Auto where you get to be the cop. And it looks really fun. We'll watch a trailer for it. That was the other thing I wanted to watch today. Because the other video that I picked out for us to watch, which is also an Emperor video, The Emperor of Man, Rise of Humanity. It's a little bit more in depth, but it's an hour and 30 minutes. Which means that if we watch that, I'm going to go way overstream because I'm going to yap too much. So, actually, wait. I don't think this is a music video. I think it's just a song that I'll just play in the background while we yap. But yeah, I wanted to play it. It looks very good. So I'm gonna force you guys to entertain me. Ooh, this is funky. But yeah, did you guys like doing the react live? Did you guys have fun? Thank you guys for teaching me things and letting me ask you questions. Oh, this beat goes hard. I miss dancing. I used to go to VR chat clubs and boogie dance. Do you guys on YouTube like your new membership emotes? Fun reaction, I didn't know. Yeah, I get to teach stuff to people too. May I tell you a small 40k story? Yeah, absolutely. We're kind of doing like an intermission before I force chat to watch, I don't know, trailers of things. Also, here is some stuff that I have planned. I could tell you guys. Yuki, where can I find that game? Neverness to Everness. By the way, Miss Prob, if you're still here, this song slaps. I'll just post it in the Discord rooms, in the game thing. Or maybe not, I'm just putting this in the chat. This song slaps. So let me read the description. Also, you get, so, I'm not sure how you get the stuff, but they are gonna give away a lot of free skins because they hit all their milestones or whatever. I want to make sure that I pre-register. They're giving away a free S-Star character for just playing, and she's a pink magical girl, and I need her. Where is, I want to read. I gotta sneeze. Squeeze me. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So, ooh. Oh, I missed it. They have content creator benefits. Oh my gosh, wait. Official creator benefits. Brand collaboration opportunities? Will they put me in the video game? I'm not cool enough, but... Yo! Hang on, wait. Requirements. Video or live stream, 300 plus subscribers on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. Wait, I actually qualify. And it says if 60% of your content is gaming focused. Guys, I qualify. I never qualify for nothing. Okay, wait, let's pull up a trailer. That was a great song. I like that. That was a good song. Okay, wait. Neverness to Everness. Trailer. Okay, so wait, let's watch the announcement trailer. I have to sign in, I'm not old enough to watch. That's kind of funny. Just sign in, I'm not old enough to watch. Beep, 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 beep. Corner camera. The event this track is from focused on what was basically the Vatican City, but with gun-toting angels that worship Fun Jesus. And their god figure is called the Law, which is a supercomputer. So they're similar to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh, Gun Jesus. Wait, that's funny. Alright, so this is from a year ago, so if it looks scuffed, hopefully the game looks better now. We'll watch the current trailer. I loved Tower of Fantasy. I had to stop playing it because Tower of Fantasy took all my money in outfits.
The pay for this contract just doubled again. Whoa! The target should be nearby. Let's wrap this up. Gotcha!
You investigate paranormal activity. I forgot to say that too. You're like a police officer for ghosts. That means I'm gonna get arrested. It's okay. I was already a criminal.
Oh, we gotta meet the rush fee quota for this thing that
And you get to drive.
As long as nothing goes wrong. Something went wrong.
Look at that tall lady.
It's all yours. Got it.
She's beautiful. I'm in love.
Don't forget the rush fee.
The debriefing starts in 5 minutes. You three better have a
So it's like that one Tokyo style game. That was Ghostwire Tokyo, and I did like that. Look how cute she is. Okay, hang on, wait. So the story takes place during the defense of Rin's world as the planet is being attacked by the Orc. The Space Marines chapter of the Crimson Fist is defending the planet. One of the Space Marines sees one of his brothers and says, "By the Emperor, brother, you lost an arm." The brother responds, "I did not. It's over there." And he points the arm on the ground. I didn't. It's right there. It's not lost. Yeah, cross-between. So, and they're doing a collab with Persona, and as you guys know, I love Persona, and this also feels kind of like day-to-day life of Persona. And I liked Zenless Zone Zero. I just hated the grind of Zenless Zone Zero. But I hope if this is like an open world game, where you could just run around and do stuff, that maybe I will feel better, maybe less grindy. Okie Okay, Fox Mom wants me to get her plate, and then we're gonna watch this trailer and then another one and see how much time we have left. So I will be right back. Oh, ah. Womp. Womp womp. But I think this game looks so cool. Thank you for the bits. No, you're cool.
Don't forget the rush fee.
Thanks.
Meddle all you want. Count me out.
Handsome gentleman?
Off some calories.
Never mind, I heard his voice. Uninterested. Nah, it looks so cool. I'm so excited. Supposedly, you get all the characters and stuff. And the gacha is supposed to be pretty generous. Is this game a year old? No. They announced it a year ago. It officially releases April 29th, which is Ryan's birthday. Why have you not seen it before? Because it comes out April 29th, which will be the same day that I stream it.
You can go now.
And I guess you don't watch a lot of game announcement things, because I think I saw this at a game show, either a PlayStation State of Play or the Game Awards. But like this trailer in particular, I believe played a game announcement thing. Oh, you get your own house as well, which will be fire, like your own apartment. And they have different weather and different times of day. I usually don't miss gacha announcements. And housing, yeah. Let me read. There was a whole bunch of stuff. I saw it on the Twitter. I might have bookmarked it. So the gacha system And also people are playing on it right now for beta, so I'm sure you can find people actually streaming it right now. The beta is out and open. It says there's no 50-50, it's 100% guaranteed. A soft pity starts at 40 to 50 pulls, max pity is 90. All your remaining pulls on your limited banner carry over to the next banner. And then they posted a video that said I got 2 S characters and fewer than 80 pulls. Neverness to Everness, or NTE, launches on all platforms April 29th. You will get a bunch of launch rewards. In version 1.0, you will get 120 pulls just for showing up and with earned gameplay rewards. And you can rack up a total of 470 pulls. And you will also get a free S-Class character and a free S-Class arc, which I'm assuming is like the weapon. Login rewards and all that fun junk. I bookmarked some codes. There is a romance system. You do get to have a girlfriend. Apparently none of the guys are romanceable on launch, which is crazy. But you could have a girlfriend. Launch roadmap. Let me see that. Yeah, so you get a car, you get an apartment. They got mahjong! Yeah! You get mahjong on launch. Oh, it has cute outfits. Oh, and you also get an S-Class selector box. And then I told you guys about the Porsche thing. I was trying to look and see. I thought they posted something that actually listed all the stuff. But it doesn't look like they did. They just posted about it. No, I want a list of all the stuff I could do. But yeah, you get to become an anime weeb police. Yeah, so your limited time gacha stuff does carry over to the next banner. Apparently, so does your pities or something. That's pretty cool. This was the other. This is the more recent. Ooh, I guess I gotta do not play again. But yeah, you get to have a girlfriend. So this is posted 7 hours ago. So the newest of new trailers. The freshest trailer. I have not seen this one. She's beautiful. Mary. This is the character you get for free for just signing up, by the way. So that's why I'm like, I need to go. Because look how beautiful she is. If I want to play Meow, you have to wait till Ryan's birthday. Aw, the little thing is cute. Queen! Also, this song is cute. You could tell her trying to compete with Zenless's like cute idol songs. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my gosh, who are you? My goth wife. An idol group. Oh my gosh, it's just like Zenless. Oh my gosh, that's Lycan. Guys, they're stealing. Never mind, I take it all back. That was Lycan. They're stealing. The hat was bigger than she was. The bigger the hat, the cuter they are. There's furries? Bro. They're stealing. She's gorgeous. Wife. Oh, she's cute. I like that I have liked like none of the men, but I have barked at all of the women. This is the MC. This is who we get to be. The boy or girl. But yeah, I like that I barked at none of the men, all of the women. Anyway, is there another one? Is there a gameplay one? That'd be cool. Is there a gameplay one? Oh, hey, gameplay trailer from... Wait, no, that says launch... Yeah, gameplay trailer from 2 days ago. That's pretty... That's relevant. Yeah, I don't know what that says about me or their man design.
𝎟ᓟ� doesn't tell you how to live. It provides possibilities.
But
I hate that
the
voice.
most out of 𝎟ᓟ�, there's only one way.
Live your own truth.
Did you just blow the tires out of that car? That's crazy. Can I run someone over? This doesn't look like much of a gameplay trailer. I'm gonna go to jail. Wait, do I get to wear different outfits? I want to make food for people. Hi, Shay. Go fishing. Rhythm games. Tokyo Drift. Okay, important question. There's your house. There's you with your girlfriends. Boy MC or girl? I won't. Girl. Duh. How are you, Shay? Thank you for buttons. I want to be cute. This looks too cool. I want a samurai battle. Also, Buwamp boy MC. Big hoop holler girl MC. Pre-order now. Okay, wait. I don't know about co-op. I assume in these things that co-op is always very light. But let's look it up. Neverness to Everness. Co-op. Ooh. Neverness to Everness has significant co-op multiplayer up to 4 players scheduled on the release of April 29th. Co-X tests introduce large-scale anomaly dungeons, racing, fishing, and social activities alongside the open-world exploration and plans to fix all social and driving mechanics. Players can explore the city and participate in cooperative existence dungeons and engage in social activities together. And you can go fishing and challenge your friends to mahjong. And it is co-op available across all platforms, PC, PS5, and mobile. And they said it's a lot, people said it's a lot better than Genshin co-op. Teach you how to mahjong? I will teach you by kicking your butt in mahjong. I'm just kidding. You guys can show off your custom apartments and customized vehicles. I get to show people my pretty house. What are you, the person who taught? Yes! I must get revenge. Okay, wait. Let me look that up, Ultra. Lose it. Oh, is that a card game? I've never heard of this. Is that a card game? Ooh, wait, there's a trailer about the character. Heck on. I'm making you guys watch all my stuff. Have the same interest as me right now. This is the character you get for free. Look how cute. My baby. My pink baby. My pink baby. Oh my gosh, she's just like me for real. Scared. Aww. Gameplay only has the first hour of gameplay up on YouTube if you're interested. I would do that, except for they're probably playing through the intro of the story, right? I just kind of wanted to see a little bit of fighting, which we did in the last video. Lunch break. This is so cute. Yeah. No, you're fine. You don't have to search. We don't have that much longer of stream to go, actually. And then we're going to do our Minecraft membership stream after this. This is so cute and wholesome. I hope my computer can run it. Cry. Side eye. I don't know where. I worry about your computer. It probably will run it on like PS2 style graphics. I can't believe they put lewd in my music video of happiness. Also, she didn't take the hat off to take a bath. That's weird. Isn't it? And also, I'm not sure I know who you're talking about, Miss Prob. You're scandalous. from Star Rail. Oh, I never got that far into Star Rail. I really, really want... Okay, I have tried like on 4 different times to sit down and play Star Rail, and I always quit before the tutorial is done. I don't know what it is about Star Rail, because I like turn-based combat, and I think I would really like the story, but every time I have sit down to play it, I cannot get out of the tutorial. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. But I have tried on stream, off stream, around stream, video. Like, I don't know what it is. I just... It leaves my body. You're right. That's the same character. They're both very cute. I tried. I tried really hard. I don't know why. She's cute. She's cute. Alright. Nom 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 nom. Windplay Pragmata? I don't know because of the way that the schedule is set up. I would have to like beat, because I was going to play Resident Evil 9 first, and then I would like to play Fatal Frame and finish Silent Hill. So it might be a bit. Play Pragmata in like 7 moons. I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't take me very long to beat Bolt Gun. And then I did want to get on Warframe for the Dante update. And then I need to finish Silent Hill, and I'm like right there at the end. I know I am. I only have like 1 puzzle left to do and like 2 boss fights or something. Apparently I'm not even a third of a way through Resident Evil, so that's just gonna take forever. But yeah, they just released too many games that I liked, like, all at the same time. Quite literally. Quite literally, there's so many. That's why I said that I kind of hate... So, like, I was talking about this a little bit, where YouTube actually isn't really, like, the biggest fan of, like, live streams. Right? So, it's like, okay, you have to make videos, you have to make shorts, you have to publish tweets, and make stuff everywhere. If life was as simple as that, I could just sit here and actually stream, like, 12 to 15 hours every day, I would beat so many more games. Right? And actually, I have beaten quite a few games while being on break. I beat 3 games today. Actually, 3 short games on my list. And while I have been on break, I have 100%ed 10 games? 11 games? I'm looking. Ooh, 11 games? So, like, there's so much to do, there's so much going on. There's a lot of, like, you gotta try to stay in your niche, right? So that's why I was kind of coming up with a plan. I haven't talked about it much outside of membership streams, but, like, 2 days a week, I will multi-stream to YouTube, which will be the Warhammer React days, because those do pretty good on the YouTubes. And instead of just being like, I'll only stream 2 days a week forever, I'll do the rest of the time on Twitch with kind of the more randomly stuff, and then make sure it just gets uploaded to the VOD channel. And then, edit what I can. right? But, I have kind of like I want to go back to normal date in mind. I don't want to get anybody too excited, but, you know, I'm gonna slowly work on trying to get things a little bit more normal, try to get things going, trying to get games going again. I don't know how people do it, or if people just like, if they're better gamers or just, I don't know, smarter, they skip a whole lot of stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of people who can beat video games faster than me. And I guess I did kind of want to ask, and this is just like peer review. If you guys wanted theme days where I do different things during the week, or would you guys rather be like, hey, I want to beat Resident Evil for the next 2 weeks, we're playing nothing but Resident Evil, and we just boom till it's like finished. And I'm kind of cool either way. I don't know if that will like speed up the process any, or if you just get like 50 more streams together in like a row. I kind of like the idea of having balance, so that way there's kind of like something for everybody. Because like, what if you hate Resident Evil, you know? But also, I just think it's cool to ask your community how they feel about junk. I don't know if that would help my problem of not going fast enough. I think that alternating's better, because then I think I don't get burnt out on something. If that makes sense. Like, you can't get tired of it because you didn't do it every day. Yeah. Yeah. I do all of the stuff. So then we'll probably keep it the Minecraft Mondays, the Warhammer Warframe Wednesdays. It will actually be kind of like catch-up Thursdays for a while, where that's where I'm going to slap the games we need to beat so we can play Pragmata. Then Final Fantasy Fridays, and then React streams on Saturday. Yeah. But for a while I'm getting everything caught up and I feel a little bit better, which I've been, like, my OBS is fixed, knock on wood, thank you God. The emotes are updated. I did a lot of work on the YouTube channel. I updated a lot of the playlists. I updated a lot of the descriptions. I've been, like, ironing that stuff out. The only thing that I want to do now is get caught up on social media posts and get caught up on the YouTube post. So, I will do my best. I'll keep working hard, except for tomorrow is Sunday, and I will do absolutely nothing but play video games and be happy and be free. So, we are about at the end of the stream. Actually, thank you guys for watching stuff with me. I will save the video that we did not watch. And we can watch it next time. It is a lot longer, so it probably will take the entirety of stream to get through it. I will be doing a YouTube membership stream at 9:30 p.m. CST. To bother you guys. We'll be working on the SMP spawn. Because it needs a lot of work, and I'm not sure that anything has happened the last couple days while I have been busy. Besides secret, redacted. Let's go over here's. Alright, if you're new here and you never met me before, hi, my name is Yuki Boobuki, princess of all things spooky and ooky. But the only thing scary about me is how hard I work. I am a 9-tailed ghost Kitsune Shrine Maiden, everyone's favorite big sister fox. I'm a variety streamer who loves retro games, RPGs, JRPGs, and the spookiest, ookiest games you have ever seen in your whole entire life. You will not see me again until Wednesday, and we will be playing Warhammer Bolt Gun. Thank you for stream. You guys take care. I will be praying for you guys. Let me pick somebody to raid. Let me pick somebody. Okay, so I have picked somebody to raid. Let us pray. Let us. So our verse today is Isaiah 55:6. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call to him while he is near. And our prayer today is, Dear God, I want to seek you and know you. Help me to run from things that are keeping me from you, and give me a desire for your ways. Make me aware of opportunities to share your love and grace with others before it is too late. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. God bless you guys. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I love you all so much. Please make sure that you remember to drink water. Please stay hydrated. Please stay healthy. Please stay well taken care of. I hope that you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. Thank you so much again for spending time with me. I hope that you all have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Please get tons of rest. Please get lots of sleep. And if I will be seeing you in the membership stream, I will see you shortly. I hope you all had a lot of fun. It means a lot to have so many people here to yap with me. Thank you all for being subbed. Thank you all for being members. Thank you for pushing all the buttons. And thank you for being super cool. Get food before the YouTube stream. Honestly, I'm trying so hard not to fall asleep. I'm gonna be so very real with you. I can't even think about eating right now. I'm gonna perish.